welcome back to a new video. We're continuing the how to make a JSK or like how to sew Lolita dress series, and today we're going to learn how to put together the bodice. We have learned how to do the pattern and also the shirring panel, so now we're gonna join the other bodice pieces to the shirring panel. And this is how it's gonna look like. I haven't done the buttonholes yet, but I will do it by the end of this video. So yes, here is the shirring panel that we did in the last episode of this series, and in this video we're gonna learn how to you know, make a lined piece. So basically the seam, waist seam is still open, so we have the lining and the like right side fabric still kind of like loose here, and also on the shirring panel it's still like a rough or like raw edge here. But yes, this is how you'll do it, and or like how you will do it. I'm gonna show you how to do it in a second. And yes, this is very basic, simple. I didn't put any decorations on it, but yeah, let's go. Okay, so first off we're gonna cut the pieces. You're gonna need 6 pieces in total, meaning 4 side panel pieces and 2 front panel pieces. And the front panel piece you need to cut on fold so that it's wide enough to accommodate for your body. Remember to add seam allowance to the pattern pieces. I usually use 1 centimeter seam allowance, but feel free to use more if you're used to use different amount. Or if you are still kind of like testing the pattern out, then it's better to have some extra room in case it does have some like fitting issues. When you have done the pattern, remember to add a notch onto the bust line of the pattern, and remember to cut a little notch on the fabrics, just so that you can align the pieces better when you're sewing. And here you can see I have two side panels, 1 front panel out of each lining piece and the like top part of the dress, and then the shirring panel. For the straps, I cut pieces that are 50 centimeter long and 7 centimeter wide. So first we're gonna join the pieces on the lining, so sewing the side panel pieces to the front panels, and then doing the same for the actual fabric. And here you can like really align the notches so that sewing is gonna be more accurate and the fit is gonna be better. After you're done the joining of the pieces, you can also put some decorations. You can also put the decorations, some lace or something inside the seam while you sew, or you can like top stitch it onto the pieces that you have put together. And then from there you can move on to sewing the straps. So basically sewing right sides against each other. Sew one end and then along the side down towards the strap, leaving one end open, and then turn them using a chopstick. After turning, iron them down and then do a top stitching onto the edges like so. Here you can also add some decorations if you want to. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to sewing together the lining and the actual piece, or like the actual fabric. And you can cut little notches onto the seam allowance of the curved bust seam, because that will kind of help with the, again, the fit of the dress. And then you're gonna put in the strap in between the two pieces, right sides against each other, so sandwich the straps in between around the bust seam of the bodice. After you've sewn the top edge, check how does your straps look like. Mine was a little bit crooked, so I had to rip it and then sew it again, and then cut some notches onto the curved edge again and iron the edge down. Then we're gonna add, or like, we're gonna sew down the shirring. So basically you're gonna sandwich the shirring between the actual fabric and the lining fabric like this, and then you're just gonna sew. And please be careful, or like pay attention that you're gonna sew down the elastics too, so that the shirring panel is gonna be, it's gonna last, or that the elastics are not gonna like escape accidentally. Now you're almost done. The next step is to add the buttonholes to the ends of the straps. You can try it on and see where to place the buttonholes and where to put the buttons and everything. But yeah, this is how easy or simple it can be. Of course, if you have a lot of decorations, it can be a bit more demanding, but if you're just practicing, then try to keep it quite simple in order to kind of learn the basics of sewing the bodice. Okay, that's how you do a bodice, and now you have fully ready top part, or like bodice part of your sorry, of your dress. And I did the buttonholes, so basically I do like usually 3 buttonholes so that I have like some space to adjust it. And because I'm doing this for selling, it's good to have like a little bit of extra. If you do this for yourself, you don't necessarily need it. You can just ask your friend or a family member to kind of like, when you put it on, and just to kind of like see where to place the button and like how far along on the strap you kind of like need to attach or like make the button hole. But yeah, anyway, this is basically how you do the bodice part. You have now done the hardest part of the like whole dress, and next up we only have what we have left is the skirt part the of your dress. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was clear enough. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna just end this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope we will see you in the next video. Bye!